What's up, guys, and welcome back. And today we have another diecast IndyCar review, and this is of Josef Newgarden's 2017 championship-winning car. This is technically his car from Sonoma, the number 2 Hum Verizon car. Thank God we finally got a Hum car, because I've always been a fan of this scheme. It's always looked really good. The scheme actually debuted at the Grand Prix of Indianapolis in 2016. And I did get to see it in person. Actually, that was sort of like the first day of me being submerged into the racing community with everybody, which was fun as shit. So I've known David Land as long as this scheme has been around. Let's just note that one. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and look at the box real fast. As I have it here, because in my first attempt, it was a very terribly framed. Anyways, we have probably the best promotion image for IndyCar of the Captain America of IndyCar raising the Astor Cup. Of course, it was in his first year of actually being with Team Penske, which was... I didn't expect him to win the championship in his first year, maybe the second year, but definitely not the first year. The packaging reminds me a lot of Greenlight's Formula E series. And then there you can see, well, it's hard to see, but there you can see the backside. The last race for the aero kits. So this might, or I believe, this will be the last time that we see an aero kit car. And ironically, and you know, this is a nice sense of irony. The first aero kit car we got was one Papa Montoya's number 2 Verizon Indy 500 winner. And the last aero kit, and it was on the Chevy aero kit, of course. And the last Chevy aero, or not just Chevy, but the last aero kit car we receive is the number 2 Hum by Verizon Chevy aero kitted car by Josef Newgarden, which is kind of cool. So you kind of start with and you end with the same thing, even though this car looks a shit ton better. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go with all the sponsors on the front. Penske Truck Rental, Hawk Performance, Dallara, Shell, Pennzoil, Discount Tire, Bosch, Snap-on, Verizon IndyCar Series, 2, Verizon, there's a hair in the cockpit, and then Chevrolet, Mosaic on the mirrors, PTC, Stratasys, okay, Shell V-Power Nitro Plus, Shell V-Power Nitro Plus, I can't do it, Hum, smarter, safer, and more connected, PPG, Hum by Verizon, Hum on the side pod, Shell, or, bleh, I started reading the wrong thing, Chevy, there we go, and then you have a 2017 Pole Award, which is an actual 2017 Pole Award. You see, this is why you watch David Land's reviews. He makes your job easy. And then you have 2 P1 Verizon and Firestone. Hum, Team Penske on the back. Of course, you got the silvered suspension. And, by the way, okay. So, David said that the rims were metal. So, I guess we're about to find out. I would disagree with David. Those seem plastic to me. So, I'm going to do this in a very polite manner to David. David Land, you're wrong. I believe for almost certain that these rims are plastic, but anyways, this side's pretty much the same, and of course the leader light and Verizon IndyCar Series. Now then, here's another, and I'm gonna get into a minuscule gripe real fast. So last year we got Simon Pagenaud's 2016 championship winning Hewlett-Packard car, and it had a little detail that was very nice. And it was really cool. And the fact that it had a actual modeled camera on it up here on top. Now, obviously, Josef Newgarden's car did have the onboard camera, but once again, they kind of reverted back. So, Greenlight, if you're going to make cars and put onboard cameras on them, at least be consistent with it if you're going to make actual race versions, because most of the cars that you make race versions of do have cameras on them. It'd be very nice to see that. It'd be a really cool detail. But anyways, that's my little gripe. But this scheme just looks really good. I mean, it's one of the best schemes of the AeroKit era, in my opinion. I mean, really looking at it on TV, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, looking at it on TV does not do this scheme justice. In person, it is so beautiful. What takes away from it is when they put the smooth pods on it, because it covers up the silver flicks, and it's just black. But, I mean, I'm so glad that we got this car. I know my good friend Victor has already jumped on this thing. Now, I got this for an unbelievable price. The retail price for it is $60. IMS is selling it for $70. However, thanks to going to my local business, also known as Gearheads, I got this for a phenomenal price, and I can't thank Bob enough, who owns it. So if you guys live in Indianapolis, or you guys are visiting Indianapolis, be sure to check out Gearheads on it's in Claremont. It's straight down Crawfordsville Road out. So if you're at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you go down to you turn heading on 16th Street going west, you take the roundabout, you follow US 136, also known as Crawfordsville Road, all the way to Lucas Oil Raceway, and then you will see a house sitting in front of Lucas Oil Raceway. And that house is Gearhead. So be sure to check Bob out and buy stuff from him, because he is the best. There's my little non-paid advertisement. That was just on me. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for this car. I mean, it's a very nice car. It's sleek. It's very beautiful. And the light blue just looks amazing. But I will still go on a limb and say that the car looked a lot better in person. But I'm not disappointed in Greenlight. I mean, I did see one at Bob's where the leader light was missing, and I will admit it looked cool, but whatever. And also, a fun thing to note that the leader light is blank, which is unusual for these cars. I guess they didn't really want to put a 2 on it, as my cat is going berserk. Thank you, kitty. But anyways, I don't think they wanted to put 2 on here, which would have made sense, though, because he did finish second at the Grand Prix of Sonoma, behind Simon Pagenaud. You know, but whatever. Also fun to note that Chevy did sweep the AeroKit era in terms of championships. So that's a fun little note. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next review. Yeah, peace.